Yo, what's good? We have another reaction video for today. This one is called The Quantum Law of Being. Once you understand this, reality shifts by a guy named Stellar Thoughts. Drop a like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna like this video right here. We drop a like, so drop a like for me too. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe if you're new. And let's get into this video, bruh. Shabam, shabab, shabu me.
What if
What if?
the universe depends on you?
Okay.
The widely accepted Newtonian model of reality is now getting
I don't want to say the universe depends on you as a human, but it does depend on consciousness. I do want to say that the universe is dependent on consciousness, but not you specifically. But hey, you know what I'm saying? I just answered that. When I say you specifically, I mean you as in a human being, you as a character, because even you as a soul, right? Like your soul is just an individualized focal point of awareness. It's just an individual consciousness that's part of a greater consciousness. And consciousness, the universe is dependent on consciousness to exist. I do want to say that, but it's not dependent on you specifically.
questioned, as it is based on separation. That is, you the man, as living in a physical world.
Mm-hmm.
A world that obeys certain physical laws, like gravity or thermodynamics.
Yeah.
And nature or the universe is separate and independent from you. But with the advent of quantum physics, things have changed. But this change is only in the world of science, it is nothing new in the world of spirituality. It
Facts.
was taught thousands of years ago by Hermes Trismegistus. That is, as above so below, as below, so above. Meaning, the world is a hologram. A light matrix that is likened to a mirror. It reflects
Well. Okay. I'm not saying reality is a hologram, but when it says as above, so below, as above, so below, that doesn't mean that reality is a hologram. Even though reality kind of is a hologram, right? But as above, so below means that as things are in the spiritual plane, it reflects in the physical plane, right? I mean, I guess this reflects back the consciousness being projected onto it. Reality does do that. It does reflect back the consciousness. But as above, so below, it's not really talking about that. It's talking more about how the spiritual plane is reflective inside the physical plane, how the physical plane reflects in the spiritual plane. You know what I'm saying? Which, if you want to say that the spiritual plane reflecting in the physical plane means that it's saying that consciousness reflects. If you're saying if you know what? Just shut the fuck up, nigga. I'm gonna just shut my ass up and let him fucking talk, bro. That's a sign to stop fucking talking.
meaning, the world is a hologram. A light matrix that is likened to a mirror. It reflects back the consciousness that is being projected onto it. Essentially, quantum physics is coming to the same conclusion. That is, this reality that we live in might not be independent at all. As it might be getting shaped by the observers or the consciousness of man.
That
You
is
might be causing
partially
reality to
true.
appear a certain way.
That is
As in
partially
quantum
true.
physics, the idea of multiverse and infinite timelines is being explored now.
Yes. The multiverse literally is infinite timelines. Now, different universes, when niggas say different universes, they just mean different timelines or different realms. Like, for example, the dragon universe. There's no dragon universe. There's dragon realms that tie into the universe, you know what I'm saying? But the universe is a space where all timelines and all realms converge into one unified space. That's the universe. You know what I'm saying? The multiverse is all the separate timelines and all the separate realms. You know what I'm saying?
Neville Goddard discussed it in his book, Thinking Fourth Dimensionally. That is, he theorized that
That's
the
a
fourth
tough ass
dimension from
title.
which our three-dimensional world is being translated contains all the possibilities of your life that could possibly happen. Infinite
That's kind of true in the sense of the fourth dimension is time, and if you're saying that the fourth, but like he's saying the fourth dimension as if it's like a place. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not. It's a measurement. Yeah, you know. But anyway, time's a measurement. Dimensions are measurements, not places.
world lines. Now in quantum physics, as Dr. Joe Dispenza suggests, there is an infinite field of possibility, containing all the outcomes that you could possibly experience in your life.
Yeah, that's
This
true.
infinite field of possibility or quantum field can loosely be considered the all that the book The Kabbalion talks
I don't
about, from
wanna.
the
I mean, if you, because usually when niggas say the all, they're referring to source or they refer. I mean, I let this one slide because the infinite field of all possibility could be seen as the all, as in like all possibilities, but the. There's more beyond that. You know what I'm saying? There's more than just because what about going beyond possibility? When you have eternal realms with no time, there's no possibilities. There's just one eternal experience that can vary in various different ways along fewer different parts of that eternity, but there's no possibility no more. So you kind of go beyond the infinite for the possibility when you hit like eternal realms that have no time. Therefore, they have no possibility. They just kind of manifest in eternity.
The teaching of Hermes Trismegistus thousands of years ago. To put it simply, if there is a field of infinite possibility
Which
and
there
it contains
is.
all the possible outcomes of your life already,
There,
what
that's true.
determines which timeline you are experiencing now?
What determines
Time is a
it?
three
Should I give the answer now? Should I let him say it? I'm gonna get an answer. What determines it is pretty much what timeline you're aligned to, but it also depends on what timelines you have made for yourself to experience before incarnating on the earth. Because you do have certain set timelines that are made for that you're going to experience on the earth, and then there's certain timelines that are possible, but they're very far off because you no part of your soul aligns with that fully, even though it is a possibility. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, there's a timeline where I'm a girl, but nigga, I'm not meant to be a girl inside this lifetime. Therefore, I can't just hop into, I can't right now hop into the timeline where I'm a girl. I'm not aligned with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I cannot hop into the timeline where like maybe instead of this shit being black, it might have been red. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But it depends on what you're aligned with and also what you determine to, and also what you have determined for yourself to experience before. It depends on what you're most aligned with, along with what you have determined for yourself to experience before incarnating on the earth.
3D thing only. It is
When someone says time's a 3D thing only, I don't like that because when they say 3D was the 3D, the third dimension is length, width, and you have height. Height's the third dimension, but I guess they mean that the third dimension as a place. And if they mean the third dimension, it's not a place, but you can say the third density. But time is not only a third density thing. Time actually exists from densities 1 through 4. Technically, one in the fifth density, it started. How can I put this shit? In the fifth density going down, it starts to manifest itself from like fifth going on to fourth and below. But the concept is created inside the 6D. You know what I'm saying? Like time is structured in the 6D. The ideal plan for how the time will be experienced is inside the 5D, and then all the possible timelines are inside the 4D, which manifests lower from the 3D, 2D, and 1D.
just a concept that is helpful in linear.
I have a video. I have videos on my Patreon explaining more about the 12 planes of existence and the different densities and kind of what you experience on them. So if you want to see that on my Patreon, you can go there and check it out. But yeah,
Life that we live in this three-dimensional reality. Thus, time doesn't exist. So, in the higher dimension, all that you could be already is a fact. But you are here, living this limited life in this
yeah.
particular timeline. What is determining this particular timeline for you from the infinite possibilities in the fourth
I
dimension?
don't like I
This
don't
is
like
where
how
the
there's like that's not proper terminology, bro. Fuck.
Newtonian model is slowly crumbling. And we are
At least hit an infinite possibility inside the fourth density, my nigga. That'd be more accurate.
slowly moving from separation to unity consciousness. That is, the quantum field responds to the consciousness that is interacting with it via thoughts,
Hold on, I'll be right
feelings,
back.
and
All right, bro. We back. Hold up.
separation to unity consciousness. That is, the quantum field responds to the consciousness that is interacting with it via thoughts,
That is true.
feelings, and its state of
That
being.
is true.
This field is materialized.
I'll tell y'all this right now. So we experienced the multiverse, right, which is different timelines via the 3D, 4D, and 5D. Now, when I say D, I mean densities, right? The third density is the astral. We see that through the images, right? The astral plane deals with images, right? We could really see timelines in our head. 4D, right? That's our thoughts, right? We can literally think about different possibilities. You could think like, yo, should I go to the store or should I go get my car fixed, right? You can literally think about those and also see them inside your head. 5D, causal plane. That's where our soul exists. That's our consciousness, the observer version of ourselves. We can literally observe timelines, think about them, and see them. We experience the multiverse through the third, fourth, and fifth densities, through our consciousness, through our thoughts, and through our imagination. That's how you perceive the multiverse. You know what I'm saying? So whatever your thoughts can align with, that's what timelines you align with. You see what I'm saying? If you could think about a possibility, you could align with that possibility, then act in a manner that allows you to manifest that possibility. You see what I'm saying?
realizing that outcome or timeline for you that you have accepted for yourself via your state of being, thoughts and feelings.
Yes, that is
What you
true.
believe yourself to be, the mirror reflects back at you.
That is
If you
true.
do not smile in the mirror, you will not be shown a happy face.
Yeah, that
The
is
mirror
true.
depends on you for its reflections. If you smile,
Whoa,
it
whoa,
reflects
whoa, whoa, whoa. No, no, you see that? Because the mirror will be reality. Reality itself does not depend on you. Your reality, your individual reality is dependent on you. Okay, that's true. But all of reality, no.
a smile. The all, God, source, the quantum field, is mirroring your inner world.
Okay, we should not call God the quantum field. God is way beyond the quantum field. Source is way beyond the quantum field. You can't define God, especially not as no fucking quantum field, bro. Like what the fuck? You could at least said some shit like infinity, bro, because the quantum field is not even infinity. Like what? Come on now. Oh my god. Anyway, terminology aside, and me being very picky with the words, bro. I could still vibe with what the guy's saying in the video for the most part.
As the all, intended creation to experience infinite existences.
Yes.
Unique experiences, all the way to infinity. You
Okay.
see, the all will not meddle with your freedom of choice,
It will
as that
not.
spoils the fun.
You are the
As it
all. I
wants
do
to
want to say that
experience
though.
unique adventures in life. Thus, in a way, it depends on you, the
What?
consciousness
The all depends on you? What are we talking about? You depend on the all. What?
living a unique life to continue the expansion of the all.
Okay,
Your
now that I could get behind. Okay, so the all needs you in order to expand on itself. That is true because we are just different aspects of source of God living life to understand more about ourselves as God. You know what I'm saying? We learn more about our individual aspect of God and also about the world and experience of God itself. Because we are just experiencing God. We're experiencing source all the time. And we learn more about God through our experiences in the outside world and with inside of ourselves. So that is partially true that the all does depend on us in order to expand on itself. That is true.
freedom of choice is available to you at any given moment.
Facts.
You can right now smile into the mirror of infinity.
Yeah.
And with some delay, but invariably, it will smile back at you.
Yeah.
The delay is only in the three-dimensional world, as
Okay.
this
That's not.
experience is
I was
linear.
about to get mad, but that's actually part that is good terminology. Three-dimensional world. That is terminology because this world is three-dimensional. You know what I'm saying? Three main dimensions of length, width, and height.
It must follow a series of
I mean, there's more dimensions, but those are the main ones: length, width, and height.
events to lead up to the change in the mirror. But invariably, it must reflect what the individual is projecting to it,
For the most
as
part,
it is
yeah.
being translated from the fourth dimension where it is
You see
already a
that?
fact
See
that Neville
that I don't
talks
like.
about. Thus, if you persist in your assumption of who you want to be, it must obey. The mirror has no will of its own. If it did, there would be no authentic experience of the all. The all intends to experience what it is like to be you, in this now. And it cannot have this experience if it forces its will upon you. You see, the infinite has made itself limited to have a genuine adventure of being you.
Yeah.
It depends upon you, in this now, as
Okay, now this is true. As its focus point, it does depend on you as its focal point. Okay,
its focus point, to choose its
that is
experience.
true. Okay, okay.
Essentially, you and the all are one.
Yes,
But
that
here
is
in
true.
this world, there is this veil of amnesia upon us all to
Yes,
simulate a genuine experience.
yes.
It is like you have voluntarily allowed yourself to be brainwashed to play a virtual reality.
For the most part, yes, we do allow that. And here's why I'm saying that. Your very first incarnation, that is a thing. But if depending on how you die, right? If you die being a very unaware being, your karma could start to carry you forth more to the point where your karma decides things for you. Like you can still decide to come back, but the karma that you get clothed inside of will decide certain things for you. So, for example, you may know that when I come to Earth, I'm gonna fucking suffer, but you may not always be fully aware of the different suffering that you're signing up for. You know what I'm saying?
Reality game to absolutely have the most authentic experience. So, when you get hit in the game, you actually feel it, as if you think it is real.
Yeah.
But if you knew it was a game, you wouldn't be that scared for your
Well, I know that this shit's a game, but I don't want to get punched for no reason. But I get what he's trying to say.
life. As you know your real self is unharmed. This is the reason
I don't give a fuck. What? Nigga, I don't give a fuck that my soul is unharmed. Nigga, you're still hurting my nigga. I clearly want to be on the earth and have this physical body. Therefore, I don't want to get this shit damaged. Like if I'm like for example with GTA, right? If I'm playing GTA, I don't want to die. Like, yeah, I'm more okay with me dying, but I don't want to die. I don't want to die here either. I want to get punched in the face here. Like, what the hell?
Reason why your life here can seem ruthless at times. And we look around and ask ourselves, how could a God allow
Because
this?
you're partially
Well, now
allowing
you
it.
know that this God is not a separate being doing this to you. You and I are doing this to ourselves.
Yes,
By
that is it.
using the
That is
law of
true.
being in an unprecedented
And that shit sounds horrible when you're going through shit, like you're doing it to yourself. But that is true. I could explain that deeper, but I don't feel like doing all that. You know what I'm saying?
preferable way. You act crazy in front of the mirror and it will show you an insane person. It cannot show you a successful and happy person.
It can't.
A few years ago, all I wanted was freedom. As I was feeling very stuck in my life. And the world proved me right. Then I stumbled upon the works of Neville Goddard. At that point in my life, I couldn't wrap my head around the notion that an all-loving God is putting me through all this pain. Either I am doing something wrong, or what I have been told about God is false. You see, God didn't reveal Neville's teachings to me out of his kindness, as the past me would assume. As I was told that God is a separate being and it has a will, and it decides who to save and who to not save. I
Yeah,
presented to the
that's not
mirror a
true.
question. The mirror responded with Neville. Then I proceeded to present to the mirror the consciousness of freedom, it responded back. Mind you, my environment that I felt stuck in didn't change. What changed was my inner world. I
Mm-hmm.
just felt amazing. I lived in a condo with a free gym, but I didn't go there for over a year.
Why?
Why? Because I felt stuck in my mind.
Ugh.
There were so many cool things around me for free that I didn't do because I was a man living in the consciousness of a man who is stuck in life.
Mm.
Thus, I couldn't see all the awesomeness around me.
Facts.
And then what felt like an instant change in me, I began to notice all the freedom around me. All the opportunities around me presented themselves to me like magic. Which were there all along. As the book Acres of Diamond by Russell Conwell talks about. That is, a man was discontent from his life as he heard stories of fortune by other farmers. These farmers discovered diamonds on their land and became rich beyond their wildest imagination. He sold his acres of property to someone and went to search for diamonds. Not knowing that his own property had acres of diamonds lying around. The
Wow.
point is, before looking at the outer world, look within. Who you are being right now.
Nah,
Are
yeah,
you a man
facts.
stuck in life?
No cap though, I'd be mad as fuck if I had diamonds under my crib and I left my crib to go find some diamonds and they be under my crib the whole entire time. I'd be fucking tight. Anyway, I get the point though. I get the analogy.
Well, the mirror will reflect exactly that, and nothing else. As the mirror, or quantum field, God, or the all
See, we gotta stop calling the mirror in the quantum field God because no, God is way beyond that. But anyway,
depends upon you. You are the captain of your ship,
it doesn't depend upon you, and it depends upon you for certain things, but not for everything.
the master of your fate.
That
I
is
have
true
learned
though.
this
You're already
shift
master of your
firsthand in
fate.
my
That is
life.
true. Master of your
As when
fate.
I
Yeah.
was stuck in life, I hated my job and wished for financial freedom. Thus, I began to project into the mirror. I am earning a lavish, steady, dependable income, doing
Yeah.
something I love with ease. And the
Yeah.
mirror reflected back ease of finances and a good life that I am satisfied with now.
I love that for that guy. I appreciate the fact that he made this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new. I'm gonna catch my next video. I love you. Peace the freak out.